This video provides an introduction to NCDOT's GREEN program. NCDOT's Post-Construction Stormwater Program, or PCSP, provides guidance for evaluating the stormwater management needs of a project site, encourages measures for reducing pollutant loading, promotes drainage design for conveying runoff in a diffuse and non-erosive manner, and provides best management practice implementation guidance for projects that require treatment of stormwater pollutants. The PCSP regulates post-construction stormwater from new built-upon areas for all projects, including roads, bridges, and buildings. The guidance document provides detailed workflows for two broad categories of projects: roadway and non-roadway. The PCSP guidance document lists a number of programs that may impact post-construction stormwater management on NCDOT projects. This video and the videos that follow describe two of these programs: the Falls Lake Water Supply Nutrient Strategy and the Jordan Lake Water Supply Nutrient Strategy. Both the Jordan Lake and Falls Lake watersheds are centrally located in the Piedmont region of North Carolina. The Jordan Lake watershed is located in the Cape Fear River Basin, while the Falls Lake watershed is located in the Neuse River Basin. The watersheds cover an area of approximately 2,470 square miles and include portions of 13 counties in Divisions 5, 7, and 8. Both lakes are considered to be polluted due to excessive algal growth caused by high levels of nitrogen and phosphorus. The watershed strategies aim to reduce nutrient loading to Falls Lake and Jordan Lake in order to restore water quality standards in the lakes. To address these watershed-specific requirements, NCDOT developed and is now implementing a stormwater management program in each watershed. The programs, known as Guided Reductions of Excess Environmental Nutrients, or GREEN programs, target these specific NCDOT roadway and non-roadway activities occurring in each watershed and the requirements of each nutrient strategy. In effect, each GREEN program establishes a PCSP program within the respective watershed and incorporates many of the same techniques described in the PCSP guidance document for post-construction stormwater controls for roadway and non-roadway projects. In an effort to comply with nutrient reduction goals, GREEN integrates NCDOT's stormwater and nutrient management practices and introduces new procedures for planning new non-road projects in the Jordan Lake watershed. The GREEN program functions in collaboration with NCDOT's existing NPDES and state stormwater management activities and is designed with the following objectives: maintain compliance and accountability, increase NCDOT staff awareness of nutrient-related water quality issues, collect and document scientific research related to nutrient loading from NCDOT roadways and industrial areas, leverage and optimize existing environmental programs for nutrient management, and facilitate communication with resource agencies and the public. The nutrient strategies include a number of NCDOT-specific requirements to reduce nutrient loads from new and existing roads and non-road facilities. Many of the requirements shown here are implemented through the department's Highway Stormwater Program, which is set up to comply with the DOT's NPDES stormwater permit. Two of these requirements directly affect activities performed under the post-construction stormwater program. They are the new and widening road development and new non-road development requirements. These requirements are described in detail in NCDOT's GREEN reports and will be summarized here. For the purpose of compliance with nutrient strategies, new road development is defined as any new road construction, road widening, road upgrade, or other activity resulting in net new built-upon area occurring within the NCDOT right-of-way or easement, with the exception of those projects identified as non-road development. This list provides examples of new road development projects and is not intended to be an exhaustive list. Projects that fall within the new road development category must meet buffer and diffuse flow requirements. For many years, riparian buffer requirements have been in place across North Carolina in selected watersheds. These watersheds include the Neuse River Basin, the Tar-Pamlico River Basin, the Randleman Lake watershed, and along the stem of the Catawba River. These requirements now extend to the Jordan Lake and Falls Lake watersheds. The 0233 and 0242 rules define buffers that are protected and describe the regulated activities inside and outside the buffers. These uses are carefully reviewed by NCDWR to ensure the maintenance of the buffer's nutrient removal functions. For approval of new road projects, NCDOT and NCDWR staff should continue to coordinate the review and approval of projects on a case-by-case basis. The second category of new non-road development is defined as any new NCDOT facility or any modification to an existing facility that increases the net built-upon area and that does not otherwise qualify as new road development. Typically, new non-road development projects are not within the NCDOT right-of-way. These projects can include construction of new or upgrades to existing maintenance yards, rest areas, office buildings, training facilities, parking lots, and other non-road development. Before we get into the requirements for new non-road development projects, it is important to know that there are some projects that are deemed insignificant with respect to nutrient loading and are thus not subject to the new non-road requirements. If the project disturbance area is less than a half acre, the project will not result in a net increase in built-upon area, or the project is one of the 4 project types listed on the exclusion list, then the new non-road development requirements do not apply. Only one of these 3 criteria needs to be present in order for the project to be exempt from the new non-road requirements. If a project is exempt from the non-road requirements, it is important to remember that it is still subject to the buffer and diffuse flow requirements under the new road development rule. For all new non-road projects that are deemed insignificant, the project must meet either the annual loading rate goals or percent reduction goals associated with the watershed or sub-watershed in which the project is located. In the Jordan Lake watershed, these goals vary by sub-watershed. The Upper New Hope, Lower New Hope, and Haw River sub-watersheds. In the Falls Lake watershed, there are no sub-watershed distinctions. The annual loading goals and percent reduction goals are consistent throughout the entire watershed. The process for demonstrating compliance with new non-road development requirements involves 3 key steps. First, the project engineer determines if the new project is subject to new non-road development requirements. After verifying this is the case, engineers prepare site design and use nutrient accounting tool to check compliance with the annual load targets or percent reduction targets. If the accounting tool shows that the targets are not achieved, the engineer revises the site plan and consider alternatives that would allow the site to achieve compliance. Second, after identifying a site plan that achieves compliance with the targets, the engineer coordinates with the NCDOT hydraulics unit to verify that nutrient goals are achieved. If further adjustments are needed, the hydraulics unit staff works with the engineer to revise the plan to include additional nutrient reduction measures. At this stage, the engineer responsible for preparing the site-specific application of the accounting tool provides NCDOT with a signed certification that affirmed that the tool was used in conformity with the EMC-approved version or another method acceptable to NCDWR. This certification is available in Appendix C of the Green Reports. Third, when the nitrogen and phosphorus targets are achieved, NCDOT approves the model application for that site and provides the information to NCDWR with other annual program documentation. This completes the NCDOT Green Program overview. Additional resources related to the Green Program are available at the NCDOT Connect site.